You don't need to be a parent yourself, although many of us here may be, to understand how utterly distressing it must be to have your formerly healthy, happy child suddenly find themselves unable to leave their bedrooms, to dress, to eat, to wash, to talk to others, to attend school, to see your child vanish as the illness takes over. But sadly, Mr Dowd, this distress is compacted and worsened many times over by the lack of available support for patients and their families, and often where PANS isn't even suggested, considered or acknowledged. Now, globally, PANS PANDAS are recognised and treatment pathways have been set up. The World Health Organization has explicitly acknowledged the conditions in their latest guidance. However, as things stand, there is neither NHS nor NICE guidance as to the diagnosis or treatment of PANS PANDA in any part of the UK. And this leaves patients subject to an unfair and arbitrary lottery. All of the evidence suggests that the best treatment is early diagnosis and a 2-week course of antibiotics. And in the run-up to this debate, I had the privilege of speaking to some of the children and young people who sit on the PANS PANDA Youth Board and who shared their experiences with me. Their experiences of getting diagnosed are all different, but with only one exception, they were all negative. And if any of them are watching today, I want to say thank you from me for being able to talk to me about their experiences. It was really important for me to hear directly from them, and I thank them very much for that. One of the children on the board, Mr Dowd, talked about the fact that the doctors really did nothing for her. How every time she went to the hospital, she was made to feel like a mystery, and that because the doctors didn't understand what was wrong with her, it felt like they were just going to leave it and give up. Another told us about being sent from place to place with no medical department taking responsibility. She went through waiting list and waiting list with no resolution as the symptoms continued and worsened. And I think it's really important to remember the fact that the initial recommendation at the diagnosis is for those 2 weeks of antibiotics.